Good morning and welcome back to MorningCraft episode 65. Today we're going to be working on a few more buildings and we're going to be building a windmill bakery for the village. So let's get started. The village was starting to look like a ghost town. There was barely any villagers anywhere I could find, and honestly it just felt really empty, and I wasn't finding any iron golems either, which meant I was running pretty low on iron. I built a couple plots for small farms next to houses a couple episodes ago, but it was time to build a little farm for the market hall so that they could feed themselves. And while I waited for the villagers to increase in number, I decided to work on a new building, and I wanted this one to be a little bit different, so I decided to bridge together two buildings into one. With the rough shape of the bridge in place, I then built up the walls of each building. I decided that I wanted this to be a bakery, and I wanted one of the adjoining buildings to be the area where things would be baked, and I wanted some chimneys on this, and then I wanted the other building to have a windmill where wheat would be turned into flour for the baking. So with the rough structure of the building in place, it was time to start work on the windmill. I started off by improving the bridge between the baking building and the windmill building, and then I started work on the actual windmill. With the tower in place, I started work on the actual windmill itself, and I used white wool to lay this out roughly. And then I added a roof to the windmill building. And then I used fences, trapdoors, stairs, and grindstones to improve the detail on the actual windmill itself. With the windmill complete, it was time to work on finishing off the rest of the building. So I added a roof to the bakery section. And then I wanted to add some detail to the flat wool walls. So I went for this Tudor style, where the upper floor juts out from the ground floor. And then I added some extra detail to the bridge in between these two buildings. With the bakery and windmill done, I then started work on the buildings around this. And I didn't put as much effort into these as I wanted the bakery to be the centre of this area. And here you can see me finishing off these two other buildings. I didn't quite finish the one in the corner, but I think I'll come back to that one later. And then to add the finishing touches on these buildings, they were going to need chimneys. And I put 2 on the bakery. I put 1 on the building next door to the bakery. And then I put 1 on the building next to the tavern. And then I put 1 last one on the building next to the market hall to give 5 smoking chimneys. And here you can see the village, and it's got a real bustle to it now. We got some iron golems spawning. We get 3 or 4 a day, which means a good steady stream of iron. And the market hall itself is teeming with well-fed villagers. So thank you so much for watching. We've got this wonderful windmill here, and we've got a couple new houses, and finally the village has quite a bustle to it now. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've had a good morning, and I'll see you in the next episode.